Hello my lovelies, so I'm Lizzie from Love from Lizzie, and today I'm bringing you the unboxing of our September 2025 Super Card Kit. For any of those that are new to Love from Lizzie, every September, because it's our birthday when we first founded the company, we've decided on the anniversary to give a super kit to our subscribers. It costs exactly the same amount, but it's worth nearly double the amount in product. So it really genuinely is a super kit. And this year marks our 9th year of Love from Lizzie, so thank you very much for keeping us in business that long. I do have a couple of little updates before we get going and before I actually share what's in the super kit. A little sneaky peek there. We have got the layout challenge number 7 that's now live over on our blog. If you go onto the website, you will see challenge 7, and the layout is using Background Builder 2. And I will take you, there we go, that is the new layout, which is 3 of the dies from Background Builder 2. As you can see there, it's the 2 straight ones and then it's the circles at the bottom. And I've used our collection Peach Blossom to create a card using this layout. So it's essentially ruffles across the front of your card, and then I've popped some of the ephemera. And these are all the solid colours that I never quite know what to do with in the paper pack, but they look really, really pretty like this, allowing the ephemera to take centre stage. So that challenge is now live, and that will be running until the 18th of September, at which time we'll be selecting a winner and announcing it in our October unboxing. So today we get to announce the winner of our August kit challenge, and that is Alma Channel. She's submitted some super cute cards. They were absolutely beautiful ones. The link is still there, so you are able to see if you want to have some inspiration. And there's even cards. I saw one with our very first ever card kit, so have a little look and see what you think, and please, if you can, join in on our challenge number 7. You don't have to use Love from Lizzie products, you don't have to use Background Builder 2, this is just for fun, and Alma has now won herself $52 of store credit, so she can have a little shopping spree because she's made some cards. So anyhow, we are taking add-on orders if you're a subscriber all the way up until Tuesday at midday Mountain Time next week. So that's the 26th of August, so that we can pack and prep in time to be able to ship. The first this month here in Canada is a bank holiday, so please don't expect to see any shipping notifications on the 1st because they won't ship. So we will be starting shipping from the 2nd, and we're cutting off on the 26th just to make sure that we can get everything done before the long bank holiday weekend. Anyhow, you're all here for this, so I'm going to pull you down over top now, and you're going to be able to see what's in our September Super Kit. Now this is quite an unusual looking setup, so I am just going to do as per usual. I will pull away the bag, and we will start with the A4 and then go into the embellishment bag. Now to start with, 8.5 by 11 inch cardstock. There are 5 sheets so that you can split them if you want to make 10 card bases, either in half lengthways or widthways. And we have this super cute pink, we have a sky blue, and I'm not sure if anyone's noticed yet, but there is something actually sneaky lurking in here. And then we have this really pretty apricot. We have white, which is alcohol marker friendly, and then we have some foil, and then we have forest green. I will run through the foil. There are 5 sheets. There's a holographic type. There is what is like an old gold type. And then we have, it's like a dot holographic. And then we have a matte. And then we have a more traditional gold. And these are all, they're sandwiched in between your cardstock to protect them on their journey, on their way to you. I am going to lay these down here, because whilst it doesn't matter how hard the top gets scratched and tarnished, the underside, it's really important that they don't get scratched. So I'm just going to pop them there for safekeeping, and it all will become apparent as to why they're in here shortly. The peel-offs this month are Mini Heart in brown, and they're coming 3 different sizes. These are brand new to Love from Lizi, and they are so super cute as little accent pieces. Now let's show you the 6x6 patterned papers. So as I mentioned, this kit is called Garden Grace. You get 12 sheets of patterned paper, and if you caught our live class, our virtual class at the weekend, you'll see how I used one of the cover pages of our pads to make a card, just to show there's no such thing as waste. Anyhow, there are 6 sheets that have a white background, and there are 6 sheets that have this really deep charcoal. So as you can see, there's some that have got these tighter, smaller blooms, and then there are others where you're really zoomed in on. So you get to have this really lovely collection of, like, these are sweet peas. We used to have these in my garden when I was a little girl. So these are particularly pretty. I think you've got some dragonflies and butterflies interspersed here as well. And for each design that you have in the dark, there is also the light, but it will be in a different aspect ratio. So they are the papers for Garden Grace. We have a pack of ephemera, of course, and in here we have got a whole array of really beautiful butterflies and bouquets of flowers, and the watercolour work is so detailed and so pretty. They're really vibrant and bright, and as you can see, really crisp. I'll pull you in on the close-up so that you can see the artwork is so beautifully painted. And I will run through these so that you get an idea of what there are. There's sort of laurels where they're arranged to sit, as it were, on a corner, and then you'll have a bunch as it would grow in nature. And then we also have some of these larger pieces which are more inclined towards big floral arrangements. So you have a real mixture for all of these lovely garden, wild, and so there's exactly the sorts of things that I would expect to see in a lovely English garden. So we have that, and of course it is a super kit, so we have a second set of ephemera, and these are our wreaths. And I am not going to mix these all up, because when I come to make with it, I want it to be super clear what I'm making with. So in this one, you have got some just leaves so that you can tuck them in to make to customize your wreaths how you see fit. But they have these super delicate, dainty prints in certain spots, and then you've got the hero flowers in others. And for every wreath that you have that's empty, you also have a solid one. So if you want to stamp a sentiment in here, then you absolutely can. And as I say, there's one of each, both with and without the centre, plus all of these lovely little branches. So some are just green, others have these bright yellow flowers, the blue sweet peas, which I think may be a little bit of creative license, but they're so pretty, it's okay. And then at last, but by no means least, in the A4 bag, we have the stamp set. So I'll read you the sentiments. We have happy birthday to you, with heartfelt sympathy, sending all my love and well wishes, always thinking about you, knowing you is a gift, ... and they lived happily ever after, the end. So thoroughly grateful to you. If friends were flowers, I'd pick you. and then you have this really beautiful stamp which would go along the corner side of a card beautifully. And then up here you have an individual bloom, and here is like a little posy, and you've got some small leaves and flowers and fern pieces there to be able to decorate and create a little bit of a background if you want to. So that's the A4. We now go into our embellishment bag, and we've got some brand new products in here that I am so excited to be sharing with you. Okay, firstly you get 4 sheets of gold foiled. Now I'm going to say it's not paper, you have 2 paper and you have 2 vellum, and this vellum is so thick. I'm going to pull you in on the close-up so you can see, but it is, you can just about make out my fingers through the back there. It's really lovely and sturdy, so you could actually replace a card front with a section of that and know that it's not going to fall down. But these are the super shinies, and they are A6. So they are a quarter of A4. Now, right at the beginning, I showed you the foil, and we are going to be giving you in this kit some of our brand new foilables. So super excited about this. These are cards that you can pop your foil on. One of you know, there's 5 sheets there, so you can be generous with it and how you do it. You pop your foil on, you put it on a carrier sheet round it, and then feed it through your laminator, and then your flowers become absolutely beautiful with this little shine. So we have these poppies. I shouldn't have started naming the flowers because I'm not going to know all of them. I love flowers, but I am no good at naming. But you have 3 which are A2 sized. So that is a card front size, so you can trim it down however you like with your dies and such. And then you have 2 of the smallers, which are again beautiful for toppers. They are all included in your kit. You also have 3 apricot doilies, which are really pretty for decoration and look so lovely with the ephemera. So you have 3 of those. The die set this month is absolutely beautiful. I'm so very excited about this. Okay, so we have a window. Now this isn't just any window, because our window actually opens, like the shutters open. There is embossing detailing at the bottom, and all of these little pieces at the top look lovely when they're paper pieced in. And to go with our window, we have a very pretty tree branch. So you could have the window open as if it's looking into the house and have the tree branch in front, or the other way round, that you have the tree branch behind, so it's as though you're looking out of the window. But to go with, we also have these, it's like a window garnish. So you could make this window look a little bit more festive if you wanted to, or particularly summery with vines. And then we have some blossoms in 2 different sizes, and there is multiples of them, so that you're not having to die cut the same die out a gazillion times. We have 2 different butterfly shapes. We have the opened winged, and then we have a flying one. And then we also have 2 different sized leaves, and there is a double of the larger one and a single, but there are 4 there. So this die set will create so many pretty cards, all completely by itself, and it will accent everything here beautifully as well. So just so that you as I say, I am so super excited. I may even do one of our live videos with just the die set to show you how many different things we can do. Next, in our little bag of goodies, we have some of these pearl flowers, and they're like little wands, which again will be perfect peeking through the window there. but they're a gold wire with pearl beads, and they have been woven to turn into these little flowers. It almost looks a little bit like gypsum, I think it's called, but it's a really pretty flower. And then there are 5 of these satin roses, which are made from ribbon, which is super sweet. 5 of those. And we have a little bag of bling, and in here you have 5 of these. I'm going to pull you in on the close-up for this one. You have 5 of these super pretty Aurora Borealis rose gems. You have 3 of the orange, and they are so super sparkly. And then we have 10 of these tiny little pink cherry blossoms with a diamond in the centre. At least I'd like to think it's a diamond. But these will work so beautifully on the branch, on the die branch. So you'll be able to create really pretty like cherry blossom trees with your little sparkly gems, which to me is ideal. Next, we have another little bag of goodies, and in here you've got 5 glass windows. Now they are rounded, so they're flat at the back, so they will stick flush to your card, and they zoom up, so they almost act like a magnifying glass. So if you pop it over something, it focuses, and these are brilliant for when you're doing spotlight stamping. So you stamp everything and you colour in the rectangle, only the rectangle, leaving everything else black and white, and then you stick your glass window over the top just of that part that you'd coloured, and it looks really effective. Again, that could be another one of our live videos. And then we have 3 of these lovely gold flower charms, which are really shiny, and will stick really nicely onto the card because they're completely flat. Okay, next up we have our corner punch. So these are brand new to us. I'm very excited, and I am just going to show you with a piece of card how easy this is. You put your corner in, try to make sure that you've got a right angle, unlike my snipping there. Pop it in so that it's pushed against both corners, and then just pop, and you've got a really lovely rounded corner. It's tiny, it's got a low profile, so it's really handy to have in your craft bag, like when you're traveling. I love chomping a corner, so I'm really excited for that. And now here we have our glue pen. Now this is our first and brand new glue pen. Now your brand new one will have a little red dot of wax there, so that the glue is sealed, but it's a ballpoint pen, and you can simply draw. One of the main reasons we wanted to include it in this month's kit was because if people don't have access to a laminator, the foiling won't show. So I have very quickly written Lizi there, and we're going to set that off to one side to dry slightly, because this is a tacky glue. I think you can see just about. So this is a tacky glue, and if you haven't got access to a laminator for the foil, I still wanted the foil to be worthwhile. So you can die cut your beautiful window frame, and then you can draw some detail on, and then you allow it to dry, and then you lay your foil on and you peel it up. So this is lovely if you want to put a little frame around something, if you want to underline a sentiment, you can get the effect with the foil. So let's just let that dry. Now, because it is a super kit, we also have an extra, and these are your dried flowers. Because it is a Garden's Grace, we are sending you some really pretty and unusual floral pieces to add to your cards. So obviously each one is going to be slightly different, so please bear that in mind. But these flowers are so pretty, and they will add really lovely dimension to your card. We also have this, which is like the hydrangea, and I absolutely love the lace cut hydrangea. It's so pretty. And you can just, again, with your branch, just remove the flowers and add the flowers onto your branch die. There are so many different options here, but I'm super excited to be playing with this. And here's that jib that is so pretty. But snipping a tiny little branch of this, and everything, because they're dried flowers, you can press them if you want to. You can completely flatten them down. But yes, so this is your super kit. I am going to just quickly, I think we're about dry. As you can see, I've been playing previously, and I'm just going to lay this on, give it a bit of a press with my finger. Obviously the drier, the more tacky the glue is, and it will get more tacky the more it dries, the better. But you can see, you can do your own foiling with your own designs with our glue pen. So super pleased about that. But this, my lovelies, is the September Super Kit 2025. I really hope that you're happy. As I say, we've blown our budget, and this is a very much strictly while stocks last situation. I will be going live on Tuesday of next week, which is our cut-off day, and I will be showing you how to make a card like this. This is from the kit. This is those poppies, and I did foil them using, and it is just a standard laminator that I have. It isn't anything fancy. It's not a specific craft industry one, although I'm sure that they work very well as well. But it is a heat roller system is what you need. And again, I will demonstrate all of that. I'll demonstrate how to colour these. If you don't have a laminator, these foilables are lovely for just colouring. It's on our alcohol marker friendly smooth cardstock, so you'll be able to use these no matter what the situation. So thank you very much for sticking with me till now. I am going to pop in some still shots of all of this, so you'll be able to get a much better look at all the different bits and pieces that you're going to be receiving. Please let me know what your favourite part is, if there's something that you're really excited to use, or are you really pleased there's 2 ephemera packs. Or we're always really interested to hear what it is that you enjoy most about our kits. Our design team have all got them. There's a really stunning hop about to take place on Instagram. They've all made these really lovely projects. All of our blog designers have also had a super kit this month, because we wanted to say thank you to them as well. So lots and lots of inspiration coming your way. Please do join us for our live next Tuesday, where we will be making with this kit. And until next time, make something beautiful. Bye.